Up next on the channel, the red hot Hovsco HovBeta 20x4 fat tire. It's next. Let's go. All right, here's your Hovsco HovBeta in red, or cherry red as I like to call it. And let's talk about this paint job because it is immaculate. It is popping. Comes in purple as well. This is probably right up there with that Veltric Fold 1 blue one. And that blue paint job. This is just gorgeous, guys. Look at that deep red there. Lipstick red. Just an amazing color. And it makes this e-bike look amazing. This one comes without the fenders, stuff like that. You can buy the accessories, the rack, fenders, and things like that. But I tell you, it looks really nice in just this kind of minimal look without that stuff. Just looks tight. It's got a really short folding stem here with the T-shaped handlebars. It just looks nice, actually. I normally don't. I'm not a huge fan of the T-shapes, but on this model, it looks great. And nothing wrong with that at all. Very good looking e-bike from tip to tip here. So this is a pseudo branded motor. It's a sub brand of Bafang. 750 watts, peaks at 1300 according to Hovsco. 90 newton meters of torque, and that's mated to a 48 volt 15 amp hour battery right here on the top down tube. Here's your charge port. Here's your key unlock. And just pop it out, 720 watt hours there of power. Should get you about 40 to 60 miles, more like 40 probably, according to the company. It also comes with a 3 amp charger, so you can get that thing charged up in about 5 hours or so. When it comes to sizing, this e-bike is 67 inches long. It weighs 66 pounds. Payload capacity of 450 pounds. And it's about, the seat heights are 32 to 39 inches right there. I'm on probably like 35. I'm a 6-foot rider. And it says rider heights are good for 4'11 to 6'3. So that seems about right. When it comes to gearing, this is a 7-speed bike. And it's also a torque sensor. So no cadence sensor here. 42.2 chainring up front. Shimano derailleur back there. 14 to 28 tooth cassette. And 7 speeds up here on the trigger shifter. We have hydraulic brakes. These are a Radius brand. I haven't heard of these. There's kind of adjustment screw here. And here's a look at the brakes down here on the tire. We are rocking a 20x4 Chow Yang knobby tire here. My tire came with some gray on it. I don't know if it's just from the factory, whatever it is, but probably will wear it over time. Here's a look at those Radius brakes. Sitting on 180 millimeter rotors and a quick release front axle here. And front suspension, you have a Zoom hydraulic fork here. It's got pretty decent travel on it. And it's kind of bouncy overall. It does have lockout and preload. Here is your handlebar setup on the right hand side, locking grips here on both ends. Your trigger shifter, your brakes of course. You have a headlight on top up here, real nice look. On the reflector. And on the left side you have your control pad, plus and minus, lights, and power button here. Finger throttle right here, as well as your brakes and custom grip there. The display is pretty simple. Battery levels, PS level, speed, odometers down here, and trip. And that's all you get. I want to point out the seat as well. It's got a nice grab handle on the back, so you can kind of pick up the bike and move it in place when you need to. Comes in handy in the garage. It's a folding e-bike as well. Pop in those pedals. Make sure you turn it off first. There you go. All right, now we're going to take this on the road, do a speed test, hill test, brake test, and put the HovBeta through its paces here. Again, one really good looking e-bike here, and should be a lot of fun to ride. So let's go. All right, we are on the HovBeta here from Hovsco, fully charged, and we got full throttle here, guys. Although this is a torque sensor e-bike, so companies seem to have this fascination with torque sensors these days. This bike should have a cadence sensor, in my opinion, but because it has a ton of torque. It's not up to 3 here. It's got a ton of torque, 90 Newton meters. From a dead stop, this thing wants to jump. Let me see if I can show you. So, I'm going to put it in 5. Yeah, that front wheel just kind of picks up. And this thing takes off. So it's got good cross the street ability. And it gets up to speed here. Mid-20s, 26. Kind of cuts out there overall. But we're going to do a speed test and see what this is like. It's definitely fun to corner around stuff and know what's coming. Hit that throttle, that finger throttle over here. I don't mind these finger throttles, they're easy. Alright, once again, know what's coming. Alright, here's my little test track. Alright, I'm in 1 here. And you really have to give it some effort here to kick on that motor with the torque sensor. There's 2. We're just cruising here like 12. There's 3. Again, not much of a difference if you're just pedaling. If you put some effort in, you get a jump there. So you really have to work the pedals here to really get the speed up when pedaling. Well, you can just use the throttle. So, and I assume whoever buys this bike is probably going to like the throttle better overall. Let's do a top speed run here. Okay, we're in 5. I'm just going to hit throttle here. Well, I'll try pedaling first. Again, I'm working it here. 22, 24. Really spinning my legs. 25, 26. Yeah, I can't keep that pace. So throttle, much easier. 25, 26. There's 26. Can we get 27? It doesn't want to hit 27. So I'm 180, so if you're lighter than me, you could probably hit that. Let's go do a hill test and see how this thing climbs. Alright, let's drop those gears down. 750 peaks at 1300, so does my electric XP4. Let's see if this can maintain that same speed. So I hit 11 miles an hour was the minimum slow point on the XP4. Let's see if the HovBeta can match that. I'm going to throttle up here. Again, throttling is more preferred at this point than pedaling. Yeah, cruising up here at 18, maybe 17. Forgot my GPS app, so. Alright, here's where it gets steeper. I'm gonna help it out here. 12, there's 11. Putting in minimal efforts. Okay, I think we're gonna, 11 miles an hour. There's 10 briefly. So, there we go. Alright, so we'll call it at 10 miles an hour, minimum speed uphill. Let's try down my 15% grade portion up here. I'll slow down here at the bottom and Give it that throttle. All right, here we go. 10, 9. It's pulling 8. Yeah, 8 miles an hour. That's it, minimum speed. Nicely done by the HovBeta. So that torque shows there on this steep hill, and yeah, it's got a lot of pull when you hit that throttle. All right, let's just coast down this hill with no power. The screen's a little hard to read in the sunlight. It's similar to that Happy Runs type of screen. It's sort of a very basic LCD, and you don't get much data other than what you see there. It looks nice though. All right. Tap those brakes here. Ooh. Getting a little bit of shudder up front there. Alright, let's hit those brakes right here. Alright, they stop. Take a little effort on them, but overall, not too bad. Alright, let's do likes and dislikes for this Hovsco HovBeta. Here's a look at Hovsco's website, hovsco.com. Check them out. Throw a link in the description there. I may or may not have a discount. We'll see. I'll put it in the video description there. HovBeta is the name of the bike. They put the nice Chow Yangs on here, blacked out, and they put their sticker on here. Looks nice. Pretty solid looking frame. So dislikes, definitely the gearing is really small. And tons of ghost pedaling. You really have to work that pedal, so I definitely would put a bigger crank set on there and a bigger freewheel, like 11 to 28, to make this thing really shine. The display it looks nice, but it doesn't give you too much information here. I mean, it's fine. I'm not gonna nitpick that. You get the finger throttle up there. The fact that you have to work a lot with that torque sensor, to me, it's kind of a negative. I like to go 28. It should be a class 3 e-bike. I couldn't hit 28, so that was kind of a negative. But looks wise, it's a stunner. I mean, it's got all the looks for a nice beach cruiser this summer. I mean, you definitely get a lot of looks on this bike for sure. Just wish it went a little bit faster with the pedaling and the throttle there to 28. So I hit 26. Again, I'm fully charged, so pretty good shocks. Quick release front axle. I would like to see more just through axles on here, or regular kind, for safety wise. But likes, you gotta love the paint job, the frame. I like the seat as well. It's nicely shaped. It's got the grab handle on here. Very useful tool, and good grips. Brakes are pretty good. Got the finger shifter. Cable management is nice, though it's pretty minimal up here. And the shocks work pretty well. A little bit of road noise, a little bit, a little bit of motor noise as well. So, but for $13.99, it's not a bad price. I mean, I do wish they gave you the accessories included, but this look is sort of the hot rod look, and along with that red paint job, I think that's what they're going for. So, I'll put a link in the description, guys. Thanks for watching Crisscross. I'll see you on the next one, guys. I'm out. Hit that throttle. Ooh. Feel that front wheel just jump up. This e-bike is definitely summer fun, though. It's kind of a cool, hot rod looking summer e-bike,